Not close. Yeah, it was looking like the it was looking as though something was going to happen with the night, so he kept turning and turning and turning and turning. I'm glad to be here. Are you glad to have me? My name is Fubiola Akitola Williams. I am the lead coach at the Informed and Reformed Teens Academy. It is an online mentorship academy for girls between the ages of 8 to 18. We have a curriculum that we're walking the girls through. I've been working with girls closely now for at least 5 years, formally now for like 3 years, and then of course, all my life I've always worked with girls, but formally. So I'm that girls coach that you want to refer your girls to. Don't forget, this is 2025. You can't still be saying that I don't need anybody. I know what I am doing. I can parent my girl. Of course, I appreciate the fact that you can parent your girl. But trust me, you need help. I need help. We need community. We need togetherness. We need people that have gone ahead of us. We need people that understand how these things work. Not to There's no competition, there's no fight. It's just to help us partner on our journey. Because our girls, whether we like it or not, our girls they have to become. They have to do what God has created them for. They have to be a positive impact. They have to be there by the virtue of the fact that our girls are born. There has to be a good difference in the world. And that is why you need a community to help you work this journey together. You have a girl, check us on our Instagram, check us on our YouTube, check us on all our handles, and then ensure that we walk the journey together. All right, that being said, today I'll be talking about, you know, from my work with girls, I realize that girls tend to think in a very funny way. They think that they think that there is a license to and it is not their fault. I don't blame them. They are just growing. They're not there yet. Their prefrontal cortex, their choices, everything is still in that stage of development. So it's okay. But the thing is, we are the ones to help them wake up and smell the coffee. Your girl needs to wake up and smell the coffee and understand that life does not happen the way she's thinking in her head. Trust me, the way a girl is thinking in her head that life happens is that, oh, happily ever after, I just have to slouch, I just have to raise my legs, and then I just have to go to school, come back from school, marry a rich man. Trust me, that is the mentality of 80% of girls. And that's why you see all these things. And then that's why the tide has turned. You see men saying things like, what has she brought to the table? What all of those, they are veiled, thinly veiled insults. A girl, a woman is the complete table. So that our girls understand this early and they begin early. I am a believer in the fact that the earlier a girl begins, the easier it is for her to get on faster before the distractions set in, before all of the whatever comes and all of that. But if a girl starts early, starts moving early, she would have gone far, trust me, before all of the other things that distract them come along. And it is our duty to help them on this journey. So that's why 10 truths your teenage girl doesn't want to hear. Not that she doesn't really want to hear it like that, but she doesn't really understand it. So you have to let her know. It is your duty. Don't forget your duty in the life of your girl: guidance, wisdom, love, connection. Guidance, wisdom, love, connection. Discipline, guidance, wisdom, love, connection, discipline. Guidance, wisdom, love, connection, discipline. If you need to write that somewhere, please ensure that you do. So your girl needs to understand, your girl needs to know. And that is why we are having this conversation. Okay. Number one, your teenage girl, she doesn't understand it. She doesn't even understand it. She doesn't know it. But it is your duty. You owe it to your girl to let her know that life has seasons and each season should be spent commensurately. I'm going to explain. Your girl needs to understand there's a time. This is, right now, if um I was having a conversation with somebody and I said, oh, I wish I can be a baby again. You understand? Like, can I start all over? Like, give me a fresh slate. Yeah, I was having that conversation recently. Like, can I have a fresh slate? Can I start over again so that I can do things better, so that I can choose better, I can make better decisions? Like, better choices, and generally just better. But let me, I know that that time is gone. There is no, I can't do anything again. I can't. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to okay, to have better this thing. Okay, so I can't. But your girl doesn't understand. Your girl thinks she has all of the time in the world. That's why, have you done that? I'll do it later. Have you done this? I'll do it later. So your girl, it has to be drummed into the ears of your girl that life has seasons. Life has seasons. The season when you should be equipped, the season when you should be, when you're preparing for impact, and the season when you should be making that impact. Your girl has to understand. Some people have said, oh, you have morning, you have noon, you have evening, whatever. Well, your girl has to understand so that whatever that needs to be done per season is done. Some of us were just doing, what we should have done is what we're doing now. If you get what I mean. What we should have done is what we're doing now. So that doesn't repeat itself in the lives of our girls. The courses we should have, for example, me, financial discipline and all of that is what I should have done. But I'm just learning and getting better on it now. And then other things, other self-development areas as well. So some of us can be on, except, well, but I know that a lot of us are on that table. Things we should have done, things we should have known. We're just doing them now. So, but that season is gone, and we know if you're going to agree, if you're going to be factual and sincere with ourselves, we'll accept the fact that these things come at greater cost. They come at greater cost. So, dear parent, your girl has to understand that life has seasons. Life has seasons, and life has seasons, and each season should be spent commensurately. So, when your girl should be skilled up, let her be skilled up. When your girl should be guided, let her be guided. When your girl should be corrected, dear parents, don't hesitate. When your girl needs to be pumped into, don't stop. Where every season of the life of your girl has to know. I was telling my daughter, I said, you'll not be young forever. I said, mommy, I'm still a child. I said, you think so, but you're already 10. You're growing. You don't mean to scare them, but they have to know these things so that they are awakening. The idea is for them to work early. Wake early, because the thing is this: we have people that are leaving school 20, 21, even 18. I don't know how they do it, and then they are totally clueless. Imagine your girl leaves school 20, 21, 22, and she's not clueless. She knows where she's going, she knows what she's choosing, she knows what she's deciding, her finances, her relationship, everything. She understands it. Do you not think that she will move faster than someone that is trying to say, oh, I have all the time? Truth is, no one has all the time. No one, not a single one of us, has all the time. And then the earlier we understand this, the better. And then the earlier our girls understand it, the better for them as well. All right. The next thing your daughter she doesn't want to hear it, but you have to let her understand it anyway. You have to teach it anyway. Is that habits are destiny fixers. This one, if you know what I'm struggling now with, staying on track. Because why? It wasn't formed early. That is it. This is me being, I if sometimes I literally pinch my skin. Sometimes I literally, of course, that's figure of speech. Sometimes I literally drag my hair because I know that I have to stay on track. I don't have a choice, not at this stage. You can't be, my coach said something long. Sometimes she said you can't be 40 and then you're still doing try and error. That's something that comes with this, these numbers. You can't be, and then you're still trying to say, what am I going to do? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure that out. No. But imagine if I'd cultivated this habit 10 years back, 15 years back. Imagine where I would be. If you get what I mean. Imagine if I'd cultivated some of the habits I'm trying to now put, really, if I say stretch, trust me, that is the word. Really stretch myself about. Imagine if I'd done them 10 years, I would have moved. And don't forget, the idea is that we should be an advantage to our girls. So what we learned late, can they learn early? So can they start cultivating the habit of leaders now? Habit of successful people, can they start cultivating it? Habit of reading, meditation, mindfulness, journaling, taking finances seriously, taking financial courses, learning about savings, whatever it is, learning about investment. Who says they can't start early? And the earlier they start, the faster they will move. Don't forget, I said the distractions are still coming in front. But if your girl starts early, there's a big chance that by the time these distractions are coming, she's grounded. She knows this is where to go, this is what to turn, this is what to do, this is what choice to make. So you have to understand. So let them start forming. Your daughter has to start forming the right habits early. Your daughter needs to start forming the right habits early, because habits are destiny. Whether we like it or not, our life is just a cumulative of choices and habits. That's the truth. It could be hard. It could be, you might want to fight it, but go check it. The things that you're used to doing, that's why you're where you are. The things I'm used to doing, that's why I'm where I am. So if I don't like where I am, if you don't like where you are, what do? We change what we're doing. Simple habits. But it's not as simple as I've just said it. I just understand a book habit, and then I was just going through the preface and the rest, and I already know that yes, this book is going to just bring all the triggers on already. But can our daughter start early? It's going to be an advantage to them. It's going to be a blessing to them. And that's why you are in their life. So whatever habit that your daughter needs to start inculcating, no matter whether it's convenient or it's not convenient, I've just listed like 6 or 7 already. There are a lot. Habits of highly effective people, highly productive people. How do they do? How do they reason? When do they wake? How do they spend their day? Habits. Because that will be the ultimate destiny of our girls. Habits. Your girl needs to understand this. My girl needs to understand this. The next thing we want to talk about that the girls don't want to, and of course, don't forget, the ones that the girls want to, and that is why I said the conversations that they don't want to hear. They'll rather do a girl will rather do every other thing than, for example, this morning, I said, girls, blah, 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 you got coin, and then there's this course that you need to, blah, 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 blah. Because I don't have the energy. One of them just goes, I don't have the energy. I said, oh, really? You don't have to have the energy. You just need to get up and do what needs to be done. So, habit cultivation. What of the habit of reading and learning beyond schoolworks? I've said it. Habits of our girls needs to start learning early. Habits of highly successful people, habits of highly effective people, habits of highly productive people. Because if they will do the same things, then they will get the same result. Girls won't like this, but it's our duty, it's our responsibility to push the message to them. All right, are you learning something? The next thing that we need to teach our girls that they don't want to hear is they want to understand. They need to. Your girl has to understand now. As a matter of fact, see, this is the sum total of some of my journeys and everything. See, action speaks years after they have been performed. Your girl has to know. Some people say action speaks louder than words, but trust me, actions speak. The things you've done now, 5 years later, 6 years later, it's still speaking. Still speaking in results or consequences, whichever it is. Action speak. If you're watching me live, you can put that in the comment section. Action speaks either in results or consequences. Yeah. Your girl would not like to hear this one. She thinks that she can get. Our girls can't get away with everything. They have to understand, they have to know that they can't get away with everything. They can't just be anyhow. They can't just do anyhow. If they must walk this journey of impact, if they must do this impact race, then they can't be anyhow. So, actions, the end result of action is either results or consequences. Your girl has to know. I know things that I've done 10 years ago that I'm still seeing the consequence or result or whichever it is now today. So, really, they don't go away. Our actions don't go away. They either stay with us in form of results or consequences. Results, if we've done what's needed to be done, then we're going to get the right results. Then consequences, if we fail to do what we need to do. And then we'll come back. That's what always happens. We'll come back. You go in circles and go in circles and come back. That's a frustrating way to have a journey. Our girls can do better. We can be better. This is not the table to say, oh, I wish I had done this. All of the wishes is gone. I used to say to my friends, I wish I had done. I wish I'd done certain things differently, but it doesn't matter no more. So this is where we are now, and this is where your girl is going to get to. So what are the actions that you're going to take? Talk about actions. Talk about habits now. I've talked about habits. Now I'm talking about actions now. What's she going to choose? What will your girl choose? And don't forget, the choices of your girl is largely influenced by you. Yes, from the groundwork you've done from 0 to 10. That will inform our choices. That will inform our decisions. So the question is, what will your girl choose? Action speaks years after they've been performed. We have been saying it. Values. Work on these values. Work these values. Through these values. Journey with these values. It is to protect them, really. How many girls are saying it that way? They say that, oh, my mom is trying to stifle me, my dad is trying to stifle me, they're not letting me do what I need to do. But your girl has to understand. So, yeah, so sometimes you're not petting. No, sometimes you're just giving it the way it needs to be given. Because you are the one that has the mandate of guardianship over the life of your daughter. If you're watching me live, you can put that in comment section. You are the one that has the mandate of guardianship over the life of your daughter. So you're not going to be looking. Your girl will not going to be walking or going straight into fire and say, no, I don't want her to, no, I don't want her to be hot. I don't want to hurt her feelings. We can work out her feelings. Hurt her feelings, hurt her emotions, so that at the end of the day, she will bless you. Because actions stay with us in two ways, either in consequences or in results. Results if we've done what we need to do, consequences if we fail. If there's something if you're going to forget anything, don't forget that I said that actions stay with us in consequences or results. Your girl will not like this conversation. And don't forget, it's not her fault. I already told you as I was starting this class, it's not her fault. It's because she's trying to figure out things, trying to understand herself, trying to find her path. So it's better for for everybody. Let her find her path the right way. So actions speak years after they have been performed. Your daughter has to understand that. The next conversation, I'd mentioned three. I said number one, you have to let your daughter understand that life has seasons and each season should be spent commensurately. Commensurately. What she should do per season is what she's doing. So that she doesn't have, reason to force the journey later. Or get frustrated on the journey later. There's a time to get skilled up. There's a time to get charactered up. If there's something like that, there's a time to get all of the things the daughter needs to do part time. That's what I'm trying to say in essence. She needs to do it. So that's number one. Number two, habits are destiny fixers. I just mentioned that I wish the habits that I'm doing now that I wish I've been doing 10 years back or even 15 years back. I was an adult 15 years ago, for God's sake. I was an adult 20 years ago. So imagine that formed some certain habits 20 years ago, 23 years ago, even 25 years ago, for God's sake. Results might be different. So our daughters can start faster, earlier than we're starting. Then the next dimension, I said action speaks years after they've been performed. And I said actions, every they stay with us in two ways, whether in results or in consequences. If you're watching me live and put in the comment section, actions stay with us either in results or consequences, but they never go away. No, they don't go away. So the next thing your daughter doesn't want to hear, that she has to understand nonetheless, is that God grants new beginnings, but consequences remain. It's true. Oh, I have seen girls that everything, whatever. You go to school, you go to university, and you decide to say, okay, no, now I am free. I have seen things that have told me that I can't wait to leave the house. Why? They want to explore. They want to explore. Actions stay with us in results or consequences. Yeah, that's how I said that. So number two, and the next thing that your daughter has to understand, God does grant new beginnings, but consequences remain. I wish that girls will understand this early. Because the earlier a girl understands it, the faster she will make smarter choices. The earlier a girl understands this, the better she will make smarter choices. I know, the way it is it's so funny that usually the ones that are a bit good. I said I have a teenager that's telling me, mommy, you don't understand. I can't wait to leave this house. And I'm wondering, why? What is that thing that you really want to try out so much that you think that you're willing to just forego and then let everything go? But trust me, that is the stage a lot of girls are in presently. So it is our duty, it is our work, it is our responsibility to let them understand. Oh yes, God is merciful, He's gracious. Yes, He does grant many beginnings, but consequences remain. You can't. I am not. This is not a table to be self-righteous, but the fact remains that you can't compare scars. The how a scar looks to how the original skin looks. No matter, I was sharing with my girls at that time how I think I was in primary school. Primary school. I wasn't in high school then. Primary, maybe age 9 or age 10. I'm not sure. So my grandma, I went to spend the holiday with my granny, and then somehow they don't know how kids are. I went upstairs, and then the boy was pouring hot water in the flask, and knelt down there inside the hot water. And before I knew it, the hot water had spread all over my legs. It is almost 30 years. What do I mean almost? It is almost 32 years, because I wasn't 10 that time. It's almost 32 years after. The scar is still on my legs. So talking of new beginnings but consequences remaining. I hope you understand what I mean. So your girl, she will not understand it. She will not understand it, but she has to know. She has to start knowing now. If there's anything that I've drummed and drummed, it's constant. And because you know what? And see, dear parents, I've told us severally. Some of us, God has helped us to, we didn't have any glitch on our journey, blah blah blah. But see, dear, if you have a glitch on your journey, it doesn't stop you from parenting your daughter now. So what you need to do is take that glitch and teach with it. What happened when you took actions that you shouldn't take? The consequence. Use it to teach. Yes, you have that right. I've said it to us. I said our role that of our daughter is that of guardianship. So, dear parents, let her understand God does grant new beginnings. Yes, but the consequences they remain. They don't go. They don't go. They don't. Whatever it is there. It is there. There are things that I've done that I wish I didn't do. That's the truth of the matter. Oh, God gave the beginning, did everything, yes, but I am still living with the consequence of that choice till today. So, can our daughters start early? Can they start better? Can we teach them to start better? That is the whole essence of this thing. Start better, start early. What we didn't know then, can we teach them now? What no one taught us then, can we teach them now? The curriculum we didn't have then, can we bring it in now? That's the whole idea. So your daughter has to understand that God grants, He does grant new beginnings, but the consequences remain. Then the next thing your daughter doesn't want to understand, she doesn't want to hear it because of how it is doing her. Oh, mommy, all my friends are. For example, a first example is all these egg harvesting that girls are doing. It's so risky, because eventually, if you have gone to do the research, when it comes, it affects fertility much later on. But they are not aware. But they are selling eggs for 100,000, and then the new one that has added is boys are selling the sperm too now. So girls are harvesting eggs, boys are selling sperm, and then hospitals, they say they are adults, they bring them together, and then they sell to people that need children. The question, does a 18-year-old girl or a 17-year-old girl, does she understand the full import of what she's just done? And some of them do it every month for 100,000. So I am in a platform where we hear sometimes the things I hear, I want to do like this, that I want to unhear what I have heard. So the question, a girl of 16, a girl of 17, does she understand the import of what she has just done to herself? Does she? She doesn't. So that's a perfect example of God. Oh, God can grant new beginning. Oh, God, that this is, but the consequence of that action will still be there. Not now. Not now. So let her know these things before she leaves your home. That is your duty. That is your job in her life. Let her know these things before she leaves your home. So the next thing that your girl doesn't want to understand, she doesn't want to know, but you have to teach all this. You have to let her know all the same. Is that you scars from poor choices are real. I wish I could. I'm trying to work on a book, to really bring these things out more using my practical stories, so that it's relatable. So that someone will say, "Oh no, they're just saying it so that they don't want us to go." It's not true. This is not true. Scars do remain. Scars. See, if there's anything I'm so particular about, it is that girls will get to make the right choices. And there's no how they will make them unless we guide them, unless we teach them, unless we give them options, unless they see unless they understand consequences. So if they don't understand, your girl will see you, and you'll be so. Have you not seen they go to school, and then you're wondering what has happened here? Where is this girl that left the home? What happened? It's as though there's a switch, a complete switch. It's because all along they've been willing to live, they've been willing to try. So your girl has to be taught how to choose. There's a way to choose. There are things to consider before choosing. Impact of my action, what's going to happen, what choices do I have, if I do this, what happens, if I go this way, what happens. Girls need to be taught, because see, our society has conditioned girls to be lily livered. Girls are conditioned to want rescue. Girls are conditioned to want help. And that is why a girl will say, I want to just go to school and get married to a rich man. What kind of talk is that? When you yourself, you can be that rich or even richer or wealthy, because you have to even move from riches to wealth. That's even a conversation for another day. So girls have been stereotyped, conditioned to think that they need saving. So they need, that's the condition. It's funny, but it's true. So that's why they keep making all those choices, all those poor choices. I was reading a story this afternoon, and this girl was saying, advise me, Didi, I'm 22, the guy is, and then he had listed all of the things that should make her run 1,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000 miles, and she's still saying, I love him. What? Scars from poor choices are real. Trust me. Take this from me. Scars, so your girl has to know. She has to understand it though. She has to understand. So how? You need to teach her how to choose. Teach her how to be strategic. Teach her how to be analytical. Teach her. This is when I'm making a and that if what I do when I need to make a decision, I sit my daughter and say, you know what, this is what I'm thinking, and I break it down according to her. I say, this is what and this is why I'm thinking this should be done. That is how to teach a girl. Let her see you do it. How are you making decisions? Are you making decisions on the spur of the moment, as is doing you, as is whatever? Where are your emotions when you're making decisions? Are you making decisions based on judgment? Are you making decisions from judgment, or you're making decisions from emotions? You need to ask yourself, am I making decisions from judgment, from sound judgment, or am I making decisions from emotions? Because that is what a lot of women do. We make a decision from how we're feeling. Oh, I've made so many of them from how I was feeling that I wish that I didn't make. Trust me. Oh, wow, this is how I'm feeling. That feeling will calm down. It really, really, really calm down. So now we made the consequences. So that's why I said girls have to understand early. For example, a girl is just going, oh, this is what I just want to be an influencer. And this you're wondering, how is influencer a job? I don't understand. Why? It's what she has seen. It's what she has seen. Go on social media every day, everybody is influenced, and you're wondering what is going on. So girls are not making choices from the strength of their character, from the intellect of their head, but from what they see around. You need to teach your girl the kind of consequence that comes with flimsy, making choices from flimsy grounds like that. She needs to understand it. She needs to understand it. Scars from poor choices. If she chooses poorly, the scars will be there. It will be and you know the thing is that it will be reminding you that, oh, I wish I'd done differently. Trust me. It will always be there to say, I wish I'd done different. It never goes away. It never goes away. In whatever area, maybe finances, maybe marital, whatever, it doesn't go away. There's a constant reminder of your poor choice. There's always a constant reminder. Oh, trust me. And it's not a place to be. Can we save our kids that agony? Can we save our girls that agony? The next thing that we want to teach our girls that they don't want to, that we have to tell them is the truth. And don't forget, this is an ongoing, it's not a one-off conversation. Just like sex conversation. It's never a one-off. You can't say, oh, we have talked about this and then that is it. So the next thing that you want to let your girl know, another truth that your girl has to know, is that you don't have the luxury of making foolish calls repeatedly. I put that on my status and people thought, very funny people thought I was just talking about random calls. What? Already you are programmed in a certain way. They're expecting certain things from you. They're thinking this is what you should do, this is how you should go. So you don't have, it is sometimes, because especially in Africa, there's a way they tend to see men. There's a way women are stereotyped. But a woman you can't consistently make foolish judgment. That's what I mean by foolish calls. You can't. You don't have that luxury of making foolish judgments all the time. It will burn you. And then you'll be tagged. then you'll be labeled. I'll say one that's not so, it's not so, but it is a truth. For example, maybe you got married and then somewhere along the line, there were things you have to just give yourself a break. Now you have given yourself that break. So maybe 5 years, 6 years, and you're thinking, oh, I want to try marriage again. Then you try again, then for whatever reason, so that's what I mean. Oh, when I say that a girl has to understand she doesn't have the luxury of making foolish calls for whatever reason. It's just funny. Whatever reason, then you now find yourself in the same kind of circumstance that you left. That's making a foolish call twice. A girl doesn't have that luxury. By the time you know it, what will you be hearing? Oh, one wife. I mean, one husband, one child, one husband. Do you understand what I mean? Your girl needs to understand these things early, so that when she's making choices, of as a matter of fact, by the time you work on your girl so much, if you're doing what you need to be doing, when it's time to make marital choices, you're going to sit down together. Yes, because she's coming from a place of having always made good choices. So when it's gone to the marital one, it will be seamless as well. I just use that one because that is the one that is really, really a thing. A woman doesn't, but you know what? If a man does the same thing, they'll say, I know he's trying. I know he's trying again, if you get what I mean. If you get what I mean. So your girl has to understand. And that is why most women, they prefer, you have made one foolish call. So you give yourself time, you go and just go and calm down in one place. Because you don't have that luxury. It is what it is. She doesn't have that. They won't take you serious. And imagine if you are on a journey of impact, on a journey of purpose. I read about women like Katri Coleman. I read about another woman of God I read that had marital issues like that. I read what it cost them. It is not easy. It is not. So your girl has to know that this call we're making, we have to be sure. We have to be sure, like, this is the call we need to be making this time. I mean, Macpherson. They had issues in marriages, and they had to. So, and I read the backlashes, the this, everything. And don't forget, your girl has impact journey. So it's not gonna be easy. Forgetting that whatever happened, my coach will say, if this one doesn't work, the fact that this one doesn't work does not mean that you should now stop, and then you stop living your life, and then you stop your journey of impact. So that's what I mean when I say your girl needs to understand that a girl does not have the luxury of making foolish calls repeatedly. You will burn. It's a tough place to be. The same society that excuses the boy is one that will vilify the girl or the woman, so to say. So your girl needs to know. So that so that your girl needs to understand. See, you know why? See, I have always said it. Once my head is correct, our issues are minimal. She listens to guidance, she listens to instruction. Our issues are very minimal. So, and then that is now the biggest challenge of girls, that guidance, that taking guidance, taking instruction. Ah, no, mommy, you don't know how I'm feeling. Oh, you don't, mommy, you don't know. No, that's not what I mean. She has to know. She doesn't have that luxury. She can't keep making foolish calls. She can't keep making calls in poor judgments. She can't. What will it do? Does it not mean that, oh no, that's it? No, it will just weigh her, it will pull her back. That's what it does. That's what it does. Especially if she's someone that needs a lot of things to deliver to the world. So poor calls, poor decisions pulls back. So she has to know. She doesn't have that luxury. She can't be. That is why I have said it. I'm still saying it again. This boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't understand it. Everywhere, boyfriend, everywhere, girlfriend. I don't get it. Isn't it they are doing like this, like play like this? Your girl has to understand that we don't date for just everybody's dating sake. Already, it's a non. It's a, what's that word now? It's given. We're not dating because every other person is dating. We date with purpose in mind. We date with destiny in mind. That came to me at great cost. Trust me. It came to me at great cost. So your daughter has to know. And I keep saying, the things that we learned late, The idea is to let our daughters learn early. So your daughter does not have the luxury of making foolish calls repeatedly. The next thing she needs to understand, nobody will be willing to make room for you. Oh. Nobody. The world does not work that way. That is what's that story? That Cinderella story is a lie. Oh, is a lie. Nobody is willing to make room for you. Your daughter is the one that should stand up and begin to create her own space. Nobody will be willing to make room for your girl. She has to work on creating her own presence. And how is she going to do that without her mind? How is she going to do that without her intellect? How is she going to do that when she's scrolling internet from morning to night? Nobody. 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 So she needs to understand. So, and it is not because, it is just because that's the way of the world. I'll give you an example. When I left law school, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to practice. And then after a while, I was going to start. So I left law school. I went to serve. I came back. I did my people with my boss. With the amount of work I put in, I was thinking, because that is how I reason. Like, okay, if you see someone that is trying to, so you bring them, that, but it came to me at a cost too. So I was saying, nothing is going to happen here. So will I just be collecting 25,000? Then all of the time will go. Then at the time, I got married and I moved. Okay, baby, this. I got somewhere and I was working, putting all of my effort, so I was thinking that, okay, I know, and the bosses, they'll be giving you conversation, giving you hopes in the sense that, okay, maybe we can come together, do a partnership or this or that, And so that time was going. Before I knew it, I was already almost 10 years post call. What did I leave uni? 10 years already, just like that. And that was when my eyes opened. I said, okay, for me, you know what? Nobody's gonna give you any space. Nobody's going to make any room for you. I had to use it as an example. And I said, okay, what am I going to do? What do I have? What can I work with? And I had, I worked what I had, and then I said my office. That's what I mean. By nobody will make room for her. So the idea, that is what we're saying. So if it is easy for you, I pray that it's easy for all of us. So make that room for your girl. But if you're expecting the world to make a room for her, is a lie. I was reading the book, Raising the Boy You Don't Need to Bail Out. And our coach was talking about how his son, great organics, he's very good, he's very everybody. And then the boy just thought in his head that, as he enters school, and then everybody will just shit for her. Why you're the great organics is there. That was the boy's intention. After all, was very good. After he's been playing for years. But let me shock you. He said to me, I feel that nobody even notices me. Nobody even says that I can. Nobody. So, that has to learn positioning. That's what I'm trying to say. Until the boy positioned himself. He positioned himself. And then when the opportunity came. So your daughter has to learn to create her own presence. Let them start early now. This skills building, start early. They are never too young. Holiday came and I was thinking, coding, animation, is it not too much? But it's a lie. It's not too much. Their brains stretch. And now she's already doing. I'm like, what? When did you even learn to start this? Yes, in less than a month. So let them be positioned, because nobody will say, come and sit. No. Some do get it, that way. But mostly, like, how many people have you seen that has gotten it that way? Life doesn't work that way. Life doesn't happen that way. So your daughter has to understand that nobody will make room for her. So she has to work on creating her own presence. And how will she work? How will she create that presence if she's not working on her mind from now? If she's not working on that mind from now. Come and read. Come and do this training. Hey, come and. And then you are thinking, she's still young, she's too small. It's a lie. She's not still young, she's not still small. Nobody. Except that you yourself, or maybe there's a dynasty that that by the grace of God you are willing to, even at that, would you entrust a daughter to a dynasty that you have not trained her for? It's failure. So what are we saying? It's still failure. So she has to be prepared. She has to get ready for life. That's what I'm saying in essence. Your daughter has to get ready for life. So don't be training her as though she'll be child forever. That's what I mean. My daughter went to camp, and then as she was packing, she everything that she needed to do, everything. You are responsible for yourself. Where's your checklist? As you're coming back, use your checklist and pack back. Don't raise that. Don't train as though she'll be a baby forever. That's what I mean. So train your daughter as though she will grow up and then she'll go and find her own find her own space in the world. Because really, that's what's going to happen. So is she ready? So all these that we're doing. So your daughter has to be ready. She has to be positioned. How do you position? Through preparation. That's what happened. Joseph was prepared. Esther was prepared. And that's how you position. She has to understand that. It's not, you see that it's not a very sweet kind of conversation. Boy, they will have to know it. They have to understand it. Because that is how the world works. The next thing that daughter hasn't, she doesn't really know, but she doesn't really like. What she needs to know is that what you think you want and what your destiny demands, they conflict. What your daughter thinks she wants is going to conflict with what her destiny demands. So, do we understand? Does she understand this, or will she be giving? Will she giving? Will she giving to want all the time? Nobody gets to the top by constantly giving in to wants. Oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I feel like doing. Oh, I have to. Let me tell you, there are times I don't feel like lifting my finger. I just want to lie down there on the couch and then just be there. But I know that my destiny does not demand that. So I will still drag my body up. So your daughter needs to know. She needs to understand that what she thinks she wants and what her destiny demands, they will conflict. Oh, mommy, all my friends are dating. Oh, my friends are dating. Oh, mommy, can I have that nose piercing? Oh, mommy, can I have that belly piercing? Oh, mommy, can I? She will come with all of it. I hope you are aware. Oh, she will. She will, because that's what she's saying. So the question is that what our destiny demands? Oh, mommy, it's just a friend. Is that what our destiny demands? Oh, mommy, it's a armless hangout. Is that what our destiny demands? Oh, mommy, we're just there having fun. Is that what our destiny demands? I'm bringing situations because they will come. To question that when they come, how are we going to respond? How are we going to respond? Oh, mommy, when the sexual urges come, because they will come, how will she manage it? So because it has come now, so she must go and give her body to that boyfriend. We have to start preparing them for now. Or every time you yield into your wants, you yield into your desires. Nobody. People that are doing impact, people that are doing purpose, they do that by denying themselves. How many people understand denial? This morning I woke up and then, oh Lord, you deny yourself. You want to do it, or you want, who doesn't like to, I want to feel. But does my destiny demand that? Is that a demand of my destiny? If you raise a child, that will be different. If you raise a daughter, that will not just go and be following the trend and then be jumping on and then be behaving confusedly the way we are seeing up and down everywhere. Confusion everywhere. You go to TikTok, you see boys wearing bonnets, see them sagging their trousers. That thing has been worrying me for long, and I'm wondering what is going on here. Boys wearing bonnets. Air bonnet that girls used to wear and sleep. Boys will wear it. They will sag and they will be dancing on TikTok. And then the girls there, they will be practically naked. Belly piercing, but confusion everywhere. And you're wondering, where is our hope? Where is our hope? So your girl has to understand that what she wants oftentimes conflicts with what her destiny demands. So the question, will she say yes to her wants or will she say yes to her destiny? That's really the question. Will she say yes to her cravings or will she say yes to her impact and purpose journey? That's what we need to be saying to our girls. So that also and please, you must understand that stage of life that they are, they will want it. It is normal. Except we are lying to ourselves, except we're not being truthful, and except we're being hypocritical. She will want to feel among, she will want to try things, she will want to. But question, does her destiny demand it? If she does that, will she still be able to do what it is that she needs to do to deliver her generation? To make an impact, to be known. as someone that's come here to do a bit. Was that, and don't forget, a woman is a helper of mankind. That's, it's not just her husband. She's not, your daughter is not just born to help her husband. She's born to help humanity. I've always said it, that at least every girl on the face of this earth can solve at least a problem. And at least imagine one girl solving one problem at a time. Imagine where we'll be as a country, as a nation. Instead of what we're seeing all everywhere, girls going on just behaving, I don't know. Girls confused, girls insulted, girls ridiculed, girls shamed because of poor choices. Your girl, and please, another mistake that we make, don't let's assume. As I am like this, I used to see, as I am like this, I don't used to say because, oh, I work with girls, I myself. No, I put myself right in the middle of it. My daughter started mentorship since she was 8. And that 8, we stayed that long because our coaching herself because she was very small. So I'm not going to go and be doing other people's daughters, and then you are now. That's another thing that kills parents. No, it can never be my daughter. What do you mean? What do you even mean? One of my mates came to me at a time. He said, "Mommy, I used to do twosome." As at that time, as a girl's mentor, I didn't know what twosome was. I was already married. She said, "I used to do twosome." I said, "Which one is twosome again?" And then she wasn't wearing earrings. So please don't just be. Let's not be the things that we usually assume. Let's go and drop them somewhere. This age, that was sincerely, God is my witness. That was the first time I had it. I said, "Which one is this one again?" And she was the daughter of a deacon. So please, parents, that's another thing that we have. We assume too much. I'm not saying your girls are bad, no, but I'm saying that let them know what they need to know. Don't shield them. Don't think that, oh, God, no, it's gonna be my daughter. Yeah, yeah. She's going to school. She has a phone. She has friends. She's seen the internet. Please put her in the equation. Then now begin to do the work that you need to do. That's it, though. That is it. So let her understand what she wants. Will conflict. So me already, I already know as I am like this. I have accepted this. There are things I cannot do. Why? Because that is not the dictate of my destiny. I cannot. Others can do it. I cannot. It hurts me. Sometimes like, oh, it was just this morning I was having this conversation with myself. I said, but I am justified. If all this I'm justified, yes, but I'm just, but doesn't make it right with what I'm supposed to be doing. I can be saying, but I am justified. Yes, I'm justified. But then, where I'm going does not demand. I cannot do it. Your girl has to get to that point. Others may. I cannot. Your girl has to know. Others can. I cannot. So yeah, is it a sin to go to club? Is it a sin to do other? I'm just using one example. Don't misunderstand me. It's just an example. So I'll ask myself, people that I want to be like in life. That's one thing I ask my daughter when she comes to me with, and they will come, they will come with those sort of things. And I said to her, people that me I want to be like in life, people that I look at and I want to be like, these things they're not doing it, so I'm not doing it. So I want it, but the dictate of my destiny does not accept it. She has to know. She will not like it. Doesn't matter. All right, we'll talk about 9 things now. We're rounding up. I said number 1, life has seasons, and each season should be spent commensurately. This is on us. It's our duty. It's my duty. It's your duty to ensure that what your daughter needs to be learning, what she needs to be doing part time, is what she's doing. Habits are destiny fixers. Action speaks years after they've been performed. God grants new beginnings, but consequences remain. Scars from poor choices are real. You don't have the luxury of making foolish calls repeatedly as you were born. Nobody will be willing to make room for you. You have to work on creating your presence. What you think you want and what your destiny demands, they oftentimes conflict. Then finally, working on your mind remains your greatest. Oh, that's not. We have 2 more. Your girl has to understand that working on her mind remains her greatest advantage. I wish that girls would know these things early, so that they will not go and be saying, "I want to be brand influencer." It is good to be brand influencer, but there's a girl can be so much more. She can be so much more. And how will she be? This thing, this mind, don't the mind of your girl, don't joke with the mind of your daughter. Don't. Consciously program it, deliberately program it, intentionally program your mind of your girl. It's programming, yes. Yes. That's why you are in her life. How you want her to think. Program. You can program your girl for success. You can program your girl for impact. You can. You can. You can program to get your girl to think of, how does this benefit God? How does this benefit me? How does this benefit people? It's a programming. You can program your girl. And then her mind remains her biggest asset. She needs to know. So that's why I keep saying, and very by a twist of fate, I have another that once you see her, you want to be, the first thing you want to see is just beauty. So I knew that earlier, and I said, no, there's going to be more to my daughter. So you have to understand that there has to be more to your daughter than just physical beauty. So I started early, hands on. I've not gotten to where I'm going. I'm not even halfway in my journey, but I will not stop. That's what I am saying. So your girl has to understand that her mind is her biggest asset. And you know what? The thing is, if your girl is able to understand this early, you will see that she will deflect. The body is just there. So it's not something that she's not so conscious about. The way that the way we have now done, we have so put the bodies of our daughters, their fashion sense, everything is not about how they look. Come on, ask me to your mother to your daughter than how she looks. That can't be the sum total of your daughter. How she looks, no. The sum total of your daughter should be her mind, and then when she speaks. And then the thing is this: see, once you're able to, your daughter captures this early, the struggles over boy struggles is reduced, because she's not even seeing herself as sometimes I'm like, I'm like, oh really? I am not seeing it. I am just going my own going, if that's correct. So the greatest asset, the greatest advantage of your daughter remains her mind. Work on that. Is what you should need to work on, not on all of these things that we're seeing. See the last end of the year party, that be what they used to call it. Don't let him go into that. I saw a 10-year-old girl doing get ready with me. I said, what's all of this nonsense? As for some content, it's nonsense on stiletto. What's a 10-year-old doing with get ready with me? For what? And then that same 10-year-old that is doing get ready with me, come and tell her, okay, read this thing, face the audience, or give me a name. She's fidgeting. And then the mother is not focusing on what you should focus on. Get ready with me. I don't understand it. Are you in showbiz? What are you in show? Is your daughter, is she in showbiz? I don't get it. So, parents, this one, the mind of our girls remains their greatest advantage. And how are they going to know? Unfortunately, girls don't know what they're capable of. That's what I've realized. Me, myself, I knew that there are a lot of things I didn't know I was capable of, until I was pushed. My coach comes, says, okay, ask me this. I said, really? I said, really? And then I move. I'm trying to turned out this year. I know how many things. See, there is no lead on the capacity of your girl. No lead, honestly. No lead. I mean, there's nothing containing, that's what I mean. There's nothing containing the capacity of your girl. But it is for you to let her see it. Finally, because of our time, your daughter has to understand that she will not be young forever. They won't. The other day I was saying to my mom, I said, when was I born? Honestly. And if anything, my birthday was a wake-up call for me more than ever before. For me. I said, what? There's so much to be done. She's not going to have all of the time. She won't stay young forever. She won't stay little forever. She won't stay in your house forever. I hope you know. I hope you are raising her that way. Because some of us like this, it's very funny. They say, come and go and buy. They say, no, she cannot go. She cannot cross the road. Okay, be dear. Didn't teach her. She'll be living in your room forever, in your flat, in your mansion forever. Your girl has to know. She won't be young forever. So what you will be. So what she will now be known for is what really matters. Because sometimes I'm wondering, where has all the time gone? Honestly, I don't know whether you wonder it, but I wonder it. And I said, oh God, okay. This little time okay, not so little. This time that we have less, can we start doing this? Can we start? Can we move? But can your daughter start earlier than you? That's the whole essence of this conversation. That your daughter starts earlier than you, and that she ends better than you. For me, that's the conversation. That she starts earlier and that she ends better. She won't be young forever. No one's got forever. When did you even give birth to them? Already they're 10, they're 11, they're 12, they're 13, they're 14, 15. Time is going. Your daughter is not too young. No one is too young to start doing purpose. All right. I hope that you have learned something. Don't forget, we have an academy for girls. Rich, robust curriculum. Put your daughters in communities. I'm saying it. Oh, I'm saying it again. And bring them to Twitter. They're in safe hands. All right. Thank you for coming, for watching. For every time that you come, I am encouraged to continue coming. I don't take it for granted. Do enjoy the rest of your day. And like I always say, all these things that I've mentioned, if it's just one of them you want to start working on, you will see. It is in the little drops. Little drops. It is in the little drops that the difference shows. Thank you. God bless you. And bye bye. Thank you.